What has the world come to when you cannot trust Khamzat Chimaev for financial recommendations? His knowledge and expertise in the financial and crypto spheres, I always felt was only matched by his honesty and integrity. I mean, who is taking financial advice from Khamzat Chimaev? That's the real mystery here. It was so transparent, they might as well have called it Smash and Grab token, scam coin. The details, as presented by ZachXBT, don't leave much doubt that it was a clear pump and dump. Now, there are some more interesting questions, but let's start with what we know. So the token was launched and very quietly bought up by early investors. 24 wallets bought over 70% of the tokens. Here's the 24 wallets on a slick graphic by Zach. Now, nothing wrong with that. People are going to buy the token. The issue is, these 24 wallets are all funded by the same wallet, so they're all connected. Even at that level, you're getting a sense of coordination. But this wallet that funded those 24 wallets was itself connected to another wallet, which was also paying the development team who created the crypto. Now that just ties the whole conspiracy together very neatly. A very tidy little visual representation of the whole thing. And so the trick is simple. They pay for the token to be created, they buy as much of the token as they can on launch, then they get Khamzat to promote the token, and that's when they sell their share into the frenzied wave of new buyers Khamzat's promotion creates, at massively inflated prices. And this mass selling causes the price to crash back down to zero, leaving Khamzat's fans left to hold the bag. Simple little scam. So what did Khamzat actually do? Well, the day before he promoted his scam coin, he posted a video in which he innocently asked his followers what crypto he should buy. He said, "Guys, I hear a lot about cryptocurrency. Which coin is the best? Will you show me?" Now, fans were already rolling their eyes at this. One of the replies to the video was, "Whatever one helps your immune system." I'm not sure why he broached the topic like that. Maybe it was to prime the Twitter algorithm to push his future tweets out to a more crypto-orientated audience. But one thing's for sure, he certainly wasn't looking for crypto advice, because the next day he posted the following.
Hello guys, there is one crypto coin about me, they call it Smash. Let's smash together guys, let's go.
Khamzat's not really selling it here. There's not a lot of conviction in his voice. I don't think I'd believe him. I think I'd take one look at his face here, and I'd know people are about to get ripped off. I mean, he's like, "Let's go, guys." There's no enthusiasm. He's not selling it. Doesn't seem like he believes in it.
Let's smash together, guys. Let's go.
Although he is using the right language. Let's go, smash. All of that language around the kind of brainless crypto investing. Seems like it's just trying to encourage you to get swept up in the whole thing and just give in to the rush of dopamine that comes from flushing your life savings down the toilet. YOLO, dude. Lambos or food stamps? Let's be honest, if you're saying Lambos or food stamps, probably gonna be food stamps. And even if it's not food stamps today, it might not be food stamps tomorrow. But on a long enough timeline, you're a food stamps guy. You're not a fucking Lambo guy. Lambos or food stamps. But all this doesn't indicate a quick pump and dump. It could be an attempt to enrich themselves by getting in on the ground floor of a project that they actually believe in. But the last piece of the puzzle that ties it all into a neat little pump and dump is that ZachXBT has apparently been able to show that the price collapsed largely due to the selling by the conspiring wallets, which would make it a pump and dump. Reacting to the backlash, Khamzat posted a video of some guy claiming to be on a team clarifying the situation.
Hi guys, I was a part of the team working on the Smash token that we did as a fan community token to pay homage to Khamzat Chimaev. We just want to make it clear that we were never in direct contact with Khamzat, and Khamzat has no direct involvement with the token whatsoever. We were merely in contact with his manager, who we sent the videos to of the Smash token, and we asked him to share them because it's a fan token and it would be fun for the community and for his fans. And that's why his manager agreed and nothing else. Regarding the supply, yes, we sniped 80% of the supply.
Like, he's admitting that part. How is that not illegal? Create a crypto, buy up the whole supply, and then get a celebrity to promote it. Is this just complete Wild West? The only part of the whole scam he denies is the dumping.
and we still own almost 80% of the supply. We did not sell. We were not the cause of the major downfall that happened in the token. Everything is public. You can track all the wallets. There is no scam that has been happening. It's simply people that bought early that sold very late and took profits, and not us.
Look at his face. Look at his scammy little face. He's laughing at you. Nah, I'm just kidding. But he does appear to be lying, because Zach was tracking the transactions, and as it turns out, it was the conspiring wallets who dumped, causing the sell-off. According to Zach, the team dumped at minimum $250,000 worth of Smash. So not bad for what you'd think is a completely brainless scam. And of course, the price dropped by over 90% during a sell-off, which left Khamzat's fans a bunch of fucking bag holders. So they knew it was cyber junk and tried to pull the trigger as soon as they could. Dumped it like the massive bag of worthless digital excrement that it is. So if Zach XBT is right, and I haven't seen him challenged on this subject, it seems airtight that it was a premeditated pump and dump. They have every part of it, paying the dev team, quietly buying up the currency before Khamzat promoted it, and then they dumped it into the mindless flurry of brainless investors. They have it all laid out. So I think the most relevant question for us is, to what extent was Khamzat complicit? How much do we think he knew? His manager came out and said that they had nothing to do with it. They were just as shocked as anyone that it was a scam. He tweeted, "I want to comment on the recent reports on the Smash meme coin. I was approached by a group claiming to be fans of my client Khamzat Chimaev. They wanted to record a short video promoting their launch, so I agreed to that. Nothing more, nothing less." Notice that he doesn't even mention payment. He almost makes it sound like a favor. They were fans, they wanted a video, we said yes. Who am I, Gary Gensler? I didn't know nothing. He continues, "Maybe I was misled. Khamzat wasn't involved and knows just as little as you do. So the news is really unpleasant, and I'm seeking an explanation from those responsible." Some of this I would say is believable, like the idea that they were approached is probably exactly what happened. I'd imagine there's crypto scammers constantly approaching celebrities. The major reason I don't think his team were actually behind it is because it seems to me that the person behind the whole thing didn't care that it would be exposed as a scam, destroying Khamzat's reputation in the process. Khamzat's manager is the CEO of All Stars. He's got to be one of the biggest guys in the Swedish MMA scene, and his reputation was also on the line. So it's a little strange that it looks like the scammers didn't take any measures to hide the whole thing. If you look at the graph that neatly ties the whole scam together, you have to wonder, why does the same wallet link both sides of the transaction tree? Why are the dev team wallets linked to the wallets that ultimately purchased the currency? I mean, aren't there ways to hide that, or at least muddy the waters, privacy coins, simply using unconnected wallets? Zach XBT had the whole thing figured out almost immediately. Now, one explanation for that would be stupidity, but I'm not convinced someone behind a crypto scam could be stupid enough not to be aware that it would be possible to trace these transactions. Isn't that the whole nature of blockchain? Public ledgers. Anyone can investigate. So if it's not stupidity, it might simply be that the person behind the scam simply didn't care. He didn't care because he had nothing to lose, because he's not invested in Khamzat's reputation. To me, that does gel with what his manager said, that they were approached by a group. Yeah, I could believe that part. But he kind of makes it out like they were duped, like they had no idea. They weren't part of the get-rich-quick scheme. And for me, that part is just not believable at all. Just imagine the group approached Khamzat's manager and said, "Hey, we've got a new gimmicky crypto token we'd like Khamzat to promote. It's called Smash, based on his catchphrase, and we'd like to give you $5,000 to promote it." If you were Khamzat's manager, you'd be thinking, wait a second, you have a completely worthless crypto token that's 2 days old, which is based on Khamzat's catchphrase, and in order for it to gain any value whatsoever, you need Khamzat to be the face of it and promote it to his millions of fans. In other words, all of the value of this crypto will be coming from Khamzat. And you want to give us what, $5,000 for a couple tweets while you guys get rich holding the currency? Go fuck yourself. They're doing all the heavy lifting. It's easy. Anybody can pay a dev team to create a fucking coin. Khamzat's team were doing all the heavy lifting. They were promoting it. They were the face of it. They were the whole thing. Oh, we knew nothing. So there's some other suspicious details that I'll discuss, but even on the face of it, I just cannot believe they wouldn't insist on holding large amounts of a crypto, deriving all of its value from Khamzat and his followers. That is just not believable at all. But even if that was true, that wouldn't really absolve them because this isn't Khamzat's first crypto rodeo. Last year, he became an ambassador for Coin. They pronounce that C as a J, Coin.
Millions of unbanked people fight every day to access financial services and strive to rise from the bottom to success.
I'm Khamzat. I'm new ambassador for Jai, the first Islamic crypto. Allah.
Coin is an Islamic-themed token that claims to be compliant with Sharia principles. And crypto is a legit issue for Muslims. The volatile nature of crypto, the interest-based lending, crypto speculation in general, are all prohibited by Islamic financial principles. So Coin, they're hoping to be like the official halal Islamic token that sets Muslims' minds at ease. Khamzat got shredded by his own followers for promoting it. One commented that crypto scams are haram. Another asked, how is it Islamic? Well, I'll tell you how it's Islamic. Coin has several seals of approval from the World Islamic Blockchain Federation. This seems to be kind of a mysterious organization, seemingly based in Turkey, whose ownership and management are not known. So it basically sounds like they bought an Islamic seal of approval, and that's why it's an Islamic token. The main thing that's going to make this an Islamic token is if it does address Muslims' concerns, and maybe it does do that.
More than 1.5 billion people have no access to these financial services because it is not Islamic compliant. So building these things into our ecosystem is very important.
You might call it opportunistic marketing to Muslims, but it seems like a legit project. And they were very happy to be pushing Khamzat as the face of their coin. They called him their #1 ambassador, and they don't have a #2. He is it for Coin. He's also got a crypto project with Darren Till on Block Asset. These NFTs are sinister, they're dangerous, they're coming to get you. Your mom doesn't want you to have these NFTs. Oh, God. You know, Coin is trying to corner the Muslim market. Block Asset is going after teenagers who like to cut class and occasionally mess around with cigarettes. And by the way, here you see what Khamzat looks like when he's trying to promote a crypto that he believes in. He's threatening to take people's lives away if they don't buy.
If you don't buy now, you're gonna lose your life!
Let's smash together, guys. Let's go.
Only 2,000 people survive in this world. I gotta smash everyone!
All NFTs give you access to our own tokens, the Till token and the Boars token.
So, what? Boars token? How many fucking tokens does this guy have? Jesus, when did Darren Till get so cool? Look at those donuts. The backwards cap. Fuck me. Take my money, man, now.
Online MMA training sessions, meetups, and lots more.
Till was just talking about the project on the Helwani Hour, so it's still a thing.
Well, Block Asset's partnered with the UFC, mate. We're on the canvas there. I don't know if you know, obviously everyone's seen it. Like,
what does it do as a company?
Who knows at this point? It's just there, innit?
Now, it's sports-centered NFTs. Slick site. They're involved with a lot of serious combat sports athletes. But Khamzat and Till was the most prominent thing on their YouTube channel, especially Khamzat. All of the top videos on their channel feature him. So there's 2 points I want to make about this. The first is that this scam was potentially very consequential for Khamzat when you consider his other business ventures in the crypto space. He is the only ambassador for Coin. Now, they've had multiple problems with exchanges over the last couple of years, but they're claiming that they are going to get listed very soon, like this week. So if there is another massive crypto bull run, it looks like they're going to be listed before that. Think they're going to want Khamzat to be the face of their crypto after he's just ripped off his own followers? I don't think they're going to want to associate their whole project with a known crypto scammer. So that's got to be out the fucking window. As of this moment, he's still on their website as an ambassador, but I'd be interested to see to what extent they wheel him out promotionally. I have to imagine not at all. Breaking news. I have an update here on this part of the video. Since I started editing this video, Coin actually did remove him as their #1 ambassador. They don't have any ambassadors right now. Coin were also supposed to be getting listed on exchanges today, July 19th. On their Twitter, they just announced that they won't be listing today. They're going to delay it a little bit longer. Now, who knows what's going on there? They've delayed multiple times. If you look at the comments under their Twitter post, people are saying all they get is delay after delay after delay, but it does seem like unusual timing. I mean, I was on their website yesterday, July 18th, and Khamzat was the ambassador yesterday. They were supposed to list today, so they have scrubbed Khamzat from their website last night. So maybe they're delaying the listing so that they can wash their hands of Khamzat and give some time for this whole scam to be forgotten about. But I was speculating in this video just 30 seconds ago. We don't have to speculate now. They have washed their hands of him. I mean, Darren Till must be thinking, oh, for fuck's sake, dude. You had one job. Don't do any crypto scams. Till is putting his name to Smash Brothers, and Khamzat is out here doing crypto scams called Smash. Block Asset really puts so much into promoting the Smash Brothers. They have to be furious. So there's a Mickey Mouse element to the whole thing. It seems like a very sloppy scam that could have cost Khamzat his reputation in a space that he actually wants to be in, crypto. So assuming Khamzat made very little of the money which was scammed, which I'd say is reasonable because he was mixed up with scammers, very hard to come out on top there, then I actually think Khamzat was the big loser here. But the second point I want to make here, these business ventures are not just potential losses for Khamzat. They're another reason why it's hard to believe Khamzat, or at least his manager, wasn't complicit in the scam to some degree. Khamzat is one fighter with multiple known connections in the crypto space, Coin and Block Asset. Both companies seemed extremely eager to use Khamzat promotionally. He's the only ambassador for Coin. He was the only ambassador for Coin. He was the most popular fighter for Block Asset. So like Khamzat's manager has a direct line to both of those companies. If he was unsure and as oblivious as he's making out, why wouldn't he reach out to Coin or Block Asset for advice? Hey, do you guys think this looks like a scam? And of course, both companies would have massive incentive to guide them on that subject because they both tied their brands to Khamzat. They would come back in 10 minutes. They'd say, yes, it is a scam. It's a clear pump and dump. Please don't get involved and drag our brands down with you. Like, he's a manager. He's there to make good decisions. There's been a slew of celebrity crypto scams. Even in the combat sports space, you've got Logan and Dylan, Dumb and Dumber, getting shredded for shady shit. There is no fucking way he could be oblivious to the risks of crypto scammers. And we know he had direct lines to experts in the field. So that's very hard to square those two things. To me, the thing that makes most sense is that he didn't ask anyone because he already knew it was a get-rich-quick scheme and had them fingers crossed he was going to get rich quick. That's my guess. I could absolutely believe that they didn't know it was going to be a pump and dump, but I cannot believe that they were not invested in a get-rich-quick scheme. Maybe they didn't see the currency collapsing immediately and people losing their money. Maybe they were told the currency would go up and stay up. But I just cannot believe they weren't holding large quantities of this token and didn't do enough due diligence to protect the financial interests of their own followers. That's the big issue here. That's my best guess. But as I've said, even if I'm wrong and they are totally innocent, that itself would be a massive indictment, especially of Khamzat's manager. It certainly doesn't seem like there's any explanation that would reflect well on them here. It's not a case of guilty or innocent. It seems like it's a case of guilty or extremely stupid. And it all comes at a bad time. There's a lot of negativity surrounding Khamzat. Some of it is not his fault. He's been plagued with injuries and health conditions. He's only fought twice in the last 2 years. But he didn't choose to rest and recuperate out of sight. He chose the strategy that reliably frustrates fans, and that's talking shit and calling guys out from the sidelines. See you soon has become a meme. And you know, he's struggled with some of his recent opponents, including Usman, who took the fight on short notice. So there's also questions about how good he actually is. We all want to know how far he can actually go. there's so much frustration and so many questions surrounding Khamzat that when the Whitaker fight was announced, everyone loved it. There was a resounding sense of, finally, here we go. Whitaker will answer all those questions. He's an elite, well-rounded middleweight killer, still very much in his prime, currently experiencing a bit of a resurgence, and he would have a full camp to prepare. This was a huge test and a huge opportunity for Khamzat to again justify all the hype in 2024. This was one of the most anticipated fights in the sport, but my God, when he pulled out of that, you just saw people saying, you know what, I'm not really interested in Khamzat. There's other things going on in the division. I want to see the division moving. Let's see the top 4 guys hash things out first. I mean, he's out there now. He's calling for title shots in his next fight right now. That's what he's doing. This is current news. He wants a title shot now. Oh, God. So it's just awful timing. Fans are already frustrated, and then you go and toss a sloppy crypto scam against his own fans into an already negative mix. It's really just a bad time for Khamzat's public image. It's all quite a disappointing fall from grace.